Good afternoon, everybody. SoCalsabre Bill Thornton here, and today we're going to be doing a demo playthrough of Payoff Pitch baseball. I have started the 1987 replay. Why I ordered 87 teams, I still can't remember why, but that's okay. Anyway, we're going to get into it. I'll explain the little things at the beginning, but then as we go along, I'll explain less and less. I'll just point things out. You know, Payoff Pitch uses two different versions. They're the same. They play almost identical, but there's dice and then there's facts. Today I'm going to be using the fast action cards to see how we do. And let's get going here. All right, we got 4th or 6th of April 1987. We have Cleveland visiting Toronto. Tom Candiati on the mound for Cleveland. Jimmy Key on the mound for Toronto. So let's see how we get going. Leadoff man here is Tony Bizzardo. I'm going to turn over one fact. We look at the top. The D6 is a 9. We go down here, and it's the patient, virtue, or ability, whatever you want to call it. And then you look at this one, that's 12. So we go over here. He versus the lefty, 12, and he starts the game off by walking Bizzardo. Next coming up, Greg Butler. It's a 3, which is defense. Now on a defense, we turn over the next card, and we look here, and we're going to be checking for an error on the shortstop. Okay? We go to our score sheet. The shortstop is Tony Fernandez. His error rating is a 4. So we're going to turn over another one and look at the D100. We're going to go to the ballpark card here. And we look at error, 4. We look at 65, and he is out. Okay, so then we're going to flip over another one, check the middle of the section for under outs. It's a ground out, DP. Okay, so we're going to go 643 DP on that one. Okay, next batter. That was Butler. I always sometimes forget to turn them over. I catch myself. Okay, we got Jimmy Front. A 7. 7 on Key's card is in play. 66. We go to the in play versus the lefty. It doesn't register here. So we're going to go over here to this chart, and we find out it's a ground ball out 4-3. Grounds out the second. And that's the top of the first. Okay, Candiati's on the mound now. First batter is Tony Fernandez. Looks like a Tony day for leadoffs. And this is 6. Go over to his card. And the 6 is patient. And he's a righty. So we're going to go 25, and we're going to look at the right section. And he walked him. Both pitchers start the game off walking their first batter. Must be nerves going on or something here. Going to try to get myself into a rhythm here. Okay. Next batter, Rance Mullinix. It's a 6. It's patient again. And this time it's 73. So we're going to go to the righty and patient. 73. It doesn't add up to there. We're going to G6. This is a ground out to the short. Now we're going to be checking for a double play. We're going to look at the D6 rating on the last card, which was a 9. Then we go over here and we check his DP rating is a 7. The batter's DP rating is an 8. If either one of those are higher, it'll be a fielder's choice. No, they're both higher, so that means the runner advances and the batter's out at first. Try to remember all these little nuances here. Okay, here we got a Lloyd Mosby coming up. And it's an 8. That's the in-play section on Candiati's card. Go to 39, in play. Oh, still not going to reach it. So we got he pops it out to the first baseman. 2 down. Runner on second. And George Bell. This is a 4, which is tough. 57. go to the tough on the right side, and it doesn't reach there, so when we get over here, we're going to get some sort of an out. We get a fly out the right, and the first inning is over. Okay, Joe Carter coming up here. The top of the second, facing Key. It's an 8. It's tough on Key's card. Going to go over here to 76. Tough, it doesn't reach. And it's a fly out the center. Look at my score. Keep the shirt way over there. I got to reach some ton of ways. Okay, that was Carter. Okay, here we go with Andre Thornton. It's a 5. In play. 72 versus the lefty. This in play doesn't reach that high, so we're going to 72, and he flies out the center. That brings up Brooke Jacoby. 5. In play. 63. Does it reach on Jacoby's card? No, it doesn't. And that's a fly out the right. And they go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the second. Okay. And I probably should point out something here. This fatigue here for Jimmy Keys is 7, and it's a 6 for Candiotti. It means when they get to that inning, they're tired. And based on their ERAs and their strikeouts per inning, we will put a fatigue pitcher's card on top of them if you keep them in the game. Okay, here we go to the bottom of the second. Jesse Barfield. It's a 3. Oh, another defense check here. This time we're going to be checking the shortstop again, but on the other team. In his range, no, instead of error. And his range is a C. So we're going to be going to 55. We're going down to the ballpark card here again. This time we're going to range is C, 55, and he's out of there, 6-3. Willie Upshaw, 11. This is wheelhouse. These are the best areas. Wheelhouse against the righty. We're going to flip over and look at the 2D10s. 21. We're going over here versus the righty, and it's gone. Upshaw. It's a solo shot that put Toronto up 1-0. I've gone through a couple of games where there's been no home run, so I was wondering if it was going to happen today. Ernie Witt. It's a 7. Patient versus the righty, 53. Just missed the walk. And we flew out the left. 2 down. And Fred McGriff. The DH today. 3. Another defense check. Then we're going error on the third baseman. His error rating is a 1. That's Brooke Jacoby. So we go up here to error 130, and it's an error, E5. We'll see what happens on the error. That's a single. The runners advance an extra base if there were runners on. So we got E5. And we get Sharperston coming up here with 2 outs. Sharperston playing second base today. 7. Patient. 07. Yes, he is patient. He walked him. Runners. Okay, we got runners at first and second now. With 2 down. And I thought I did this upside down before. I got them all mixed up here. Let me get a few of them turned around here. That brings Willie Upshaw back to Tony Fernandez back to the plate. Okay. It's a 2. It's ballpark. Now when we go to ballpark, we see what's righty's batting. Tony's a switch hitter, so he's been batting left. So we're going to be looking at the lefties. We're going to get the 2. We're going to go 85 versus the lefty. It's going to be because he's the hitter. And so we're going to be doing an in play. 64. And that's going to be an out of some sort here. He grounds out to the second baseman, 4-3. but they go on top 1-0. Willie Upshaw's big home run. Okay, top of the third, Pat Tabler. To 8. It's tough versus the lefty. 18. That's probably a good one. I'm having a hard time seeing here. He struck him out just right in the range. Okay, Corey Snyder. Corey's playing, where are you playing today, Corey? Right field. It's an 11. It's ballpark again. He's a right-handed hitter. We're going to right-handed hitters. This is going to be a wheelhouse versus the lefty. 63. And it's a base hit. I'll try to show you an example of what, if you were thinking about stealing. The first thing you would do is you would take the steal letter of the runner, B, and you would go and find the letter for the catcher, Ernie Witt. It goes to figure he doesn't have one, so I'd have to figure that one out. We'll pass on that for this guy. All right. He doesn't have a number. Okay, Chris Bando's at the plate with 1 out, 1 on. 7 in play. 0-3 versus the lefty. What do we got going here? In play. It's a base hit. Okay, that's what I like about the facts. I don't have to look at chart. We turn the next one over. We look at the top under single. Sharp liner drops in front of the left field. The runner on first advances first base, or advances 1 base. Runner advances 2. If there was 2 outs, a runner with a 6 or higher run rating would advance 2 bases and score on a double. But he doesn't. It's not 2 outs. So we got first and second now with 1 out for the top of the order. See how bad we mixed these babies up. Yeah, we sure did. Until I started doing it the way I should be doing. There we go. Tony Bernard. I'll learn that someday maybe. Okay. And it's a 7. It's another in play. 75. It doesn't reach there, so we're going to go out here to 75, and we got to fly out to center and runners hold. Okay. 2 down, 2 on. Brett Butler. 5 in play. Got a lot of in plays here. 27 against the lefties. A base hit. Here we go. We know Rolling One is going to score because there are 2 outs. Let's see what's the action is. It's a grounder up the middle. Runner on first advances, and the runner on second scores. He would have scored anyway because there was 2 outs. And he was a 7 speed. What did I say the runner on first did? 1 base. Okay. The runners on first and third down with 2 outs. For Julio Franco. 9. Patient. 81. That's probably going to be an out. And it's going to be an out. We get over here to ground out 6-3. But they get on the board. 1-1 going to the bottom of the third. And we got the Rance ball next to the plate. It's a 6. And it's Patient. 60. And it don't work there. 5-3. Grounds out to the third baseman. Okay, Lloyd Mosby. 5. Tough. 43. Struck him out. 1 through 50. Strikeout. Okay, George Bell. 4. Another tough. 49. This time it doesn't reach in there, so he grounds out the third. 5-3. They go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the third. Okay, this is where I'm going to pause for a second. Well, I thought I was going to pause. It's not. It doesn't give it to me now. Anyway, this is where they recommend that you do. There's some more facts over here that you do a shuffle for to keep the randomness up. Another pack of these cards over here. So I got another deck here. So we're going to do these. They say that you should use about 2/3 of the whole thing. So we'll go with that pile for now. After 3 innings. You notice I put the ones that we used in the pile the same way because once they're turned over, it's going to be something different than what we saw on that card before because these cards are double-sided. Okay, I don't want to be running these out of here. Okay, here we go. Top of the 4th, Joe Carter to the plate facing Jimmy Key. Okay. 7, it's an in play versus the lefty, 72. That's probably going to be way up here. It is. And fly out to center. Oops, I put them in the wrong pile already. Jeez, can't keep my mind straight here today. All right, Andre Thornton. He's got the same last name. Must be a good player, huh? Defensive check. We're checking the pitcher for error. His error rating is a 4. No, that's right. His error rating is a 4. So we're going to be going to the ballpark card, 32. Looking at error rating 4, and it is an error on the pitcher. So we'll flip it over and see if any exciting things happen on the pitcher. And no, on the error, 1 base. So he's. We got Andre Thornton on with 1 out. The pitcher here an E1 error. Burt Jacoby, 7. That's another in play. 0-2. He's getting some good cards here now. And this is a double by Jacoby. Okay, let's go see what happened to that guy on first. We're going to flip it over. We're going to look to the middle section. Line drive into the alley. Runners advance 2 bases. So we got runners on second and third with 1 out, and they are threatening again. Pat Tabler, an 11. This is a ballpark. Tabler's a right-handed hitter. Going to the ballpark, 48. It's going to be wheelhouse versus the lefty, 58. And he doesn't make it. We're going to get over here to 58, and we're going to go. Grounded out to the second baseman. Okay, let's see if we're turning the double play. That's 8 on the last one. It has to be lower than both for the double play. Okay, and I can always find the darn time. Okay, the double play. He's a 5, and he's a 7. Runners out at first. Batter out at first. Runners advance a base. We get an under and run, but he does get an RBI with that ground out. And they go up. 2 down. Runners on. What do we got here? Yeah, runner on third. For Chris Bando. A 5. Tough. 18. Was it tough? Struck him out. They picked up 1 more to go up 2-1. We're going to be going into the bottom of the 4th here. And we have George Bell coming to the plate. Or did he bat last inning? He batted last inning. This is still messed up from the first time I went through. Ernie Witt. Nope, Jesse Barfield, what am I talking about? Okay, here we go. Jesse Barfield's at the plate. See what happens when you get old here? 12. Ballpark. Okay, so we're going to ballpark. He's a right-hander. 21. We're going wheelhouse. 80. That ain't going to help. Oh, it is. He's going to get a base hit out of him. Boy, he's got a good range up there versus right-handers. So Bell lines one in the left, I will guess. Okay, Willie Upshaw went downtown his first time up. 7. Patient. 74. Doesn't reach that high. What do we got going here? We got to fly out to center. Runner holds. Ernie Witt. 10. In play. 23. That might reach it. That's a base hit. See what the runners do. Line drive into left. Runner on first advances one base. Runner on second scores, but he wasn't on second, so now he is on second. Got runners on first and second with one out for Fred McGriff. 6. Patient. 15. He walked him. Now we have the bases loaded, folks. With one out for Mike Sharperston. 4. Tough. 69. Didn't get it. 69's a... Here we go. We're doing this one to the second baseman again. And the D10's at 10, so that's not real good. All right. And the double play, I mean, there's 9 and 8. 7, so it's above both of them. So the batter's out of first, and the runners advance one base, and another run crop plates. Okay, so now we got runners at second and third with 2 outs. But they got one in. Tony Fernandez. 2. Ballpark. Tony's batting left-handed. 39. It's a wheelhouse. Versus the righty. 0-0. Whenever this turns up on the 2D10 numbers, it means a rare play. So I got to get the rare play chart because they're not on the facts. Okay, so we got runner rare play done. We don't re-roll. We use that D6 total that's up there, which is 10. No, we use this D6 here, 7. And it's with runners on base, 7. Re-roll the 2D10 and check ballpark. Okay. 2D10's 4. Okay. If the result is within the real height range, re-roll the dice and check the batter's wheel section. Okay, it is in the home run range, so we're going to. Tony's getting another one on this little crazy 56, and it's a base hit. Let me see, finish reading that. And if the result is within the wheelhouse range, re-roll the dice and check the batter's wheel section. Otherwise, it's a side out to fly. It needs a base hit, so Tony gets some extra help there. You can check these runners. Okay, we got soft blooper. Runner on first advances 2, runner on second scores. So both runs score. And the bloop base hit, 2 outs. Okay, now we got 2 outs, we want 1 on. And we have Rance Mullinex up 2. It's ballpark. Rance is a lefty. 65. It's going to be an in play. And in play, 70. They're finally going to get out of here. Round out the short, 6-3. But not before they played 3 runs and take a 4-2 lead. Okay. Top of the 5th with Tony Bernard. Let's see, the Bernazard. Okay. 4, Tough. 89. That won't reach there. It'll get up into here though for round out the short. 6-3. Greg Butler. 4. Tough. Versus the lefty. 38. Struck him out. 2 down. Julio Franco. 11. Ballpark. He's a righty. I'm going down here to 16. It's going to be a wheelhouse versus the lefty. 21. And he got it. It's gone. Julio Franco puts one in the seats. And they get one of their runs back. Wow, 2 home runs already in this game. Julio, how many did he hit during the regular season? He only hit 8 in the regular season. The stats that are down here on the bottom versus righties and lefties, so that shows you against both of them. Okay, Joe Carter, 5. In play, 71. And that's a fly out to center. And that's 3. But they got one back. Going to the bottom of the 5th here. This could be Candioti's last inning. Okay, 7 on his card is a patient. We got Lloyd Mosby up there. And 24. And he walked him. Okay. 11. Oh, wheelhouse for George Bell. Oh my goodness. I go some games without ever seeing that. And I rare play again. And look at the 2d6, which was an 11. It says re-roll the 2d6. We'll see that. 3. If it is equal or higher to the pitcher's hold rating is 3, so it's not equal or higher. Balk is called, runners advance. Other words, runner on first, picked off. No runner on first, ignore. So George Bell, or Mosby, gets himself picked off. 1 out. Okay, George Bell still at the plate. Not too happy with what just happened out there in the field, folks. I just knocked the camera too, did I? Here we go. Let me try to get this back into the game. My. Okay, George Bell still at the plate. 7, patient. 36, patient. Base hit. Bell hits. And that would have been nice to have that guy on first, he says. But that's the way it goes. He says George Bell gets a single into left center and brings up Barfield. 6, patient. 58. And it doesn't reach it. That's a fly out to right. 2 down. Runner on first. 4. And upside down, Willie Upshaw. 7, another patient. 41. This is a base hit. For Upshaw, his second hit of the game. For the other one was a home run. Base hit. Let's see what's going to happen with the runners. There's 2 outs. And George Bell is a 6 speed. Runners. Runner in first advances 1 base, but with 2 outs, he's going to be going to third because of his speed. Doesn't show it on there, but it is written in the rules and charts. Okay. Okay, first and third with 2 outs for Ernie Witt. And it's a 9. Tough. 14, that's going to be a strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. Yeah, that pickoff hurt them. Okay, we're after 5. It's 4-3, Toronto. Okay, we're in the top of the 6th. He's still in good shape here to Andre Thornton. All right, an 8, which is tough. 47 versus the lefty. And tough. Struck him out. Big range, 1 through 74. Well, he didn't like the lefties too well. Jacoby. 5 in play. In play 05. What do we got going here? It's a double for Jacoby. That's Jacoby's second double. His last 2 times at bat. Okay, Pat Tabler. 10 is Patient. 59. And he hit by pitch. Things are going south here. Hit batsman. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Corey Snyder. 11 is Ballpark. Corey's a right-handed batter. Looking at the ballpark. 13, it's going to be Wheelhouse against the lefty. 64. Wow, we just missed that. G4. We're going to be looking for the last D6 was 9. And his double play is 5. His double play is 7. So they're both above. So the batter's out and the runners advance the base. And I might make some mistakes on this, but it's just fun anyway. Okay, 2 down. Chris Bandel. Runners on second. Runner on second and third. 9 is Patient. 95, that don't look like a good number. No, it is not a good number. And he flies out the left. And they get out of there in the 7th or the 6th. Okay, now to show you what it's going to be doing here. I don't know why I can't pause today in my recordings. Okay. Okay, I got the pitcher fatigue cards. Let's say we want to keep Candiotti in for at least another inning. We'll look at his ERA on here. It's can't find it now, Bill. 4.78. So you're going to go to the cards, and on these cards, this will say if his ERA is 0 to 3.99, and you'll find one that's in that range that you're looking for. Okay, here's one here. If it's 4 or more, and the strikeouts per 9 is between 0 and 5.9, the strikeout per 9 is 5. So that would be a good card. So you would take this and you put this fatigue rating, and as you can see, it changes to some of the stuff on the card, and you will put it on top of him, and we would go off like this. Okay, let's get out of this 6th. This is the top of this. No, it's the bottom of the 6th. Let's get out of the 6th inning. I think I'm going to shut it down for now. Okay, Ernie Witt was up last inning. Fred McGriff. 4, Patient. 61. He's been patient enough. He walked him. Okay, let's see if we can explain what it looks like for a bunt. Okay. Now, if I played the option for the bunt, it would be that I would have to roll, and his sacrifice would be in here. Because the sac bunts, he only did it twice during the season, or that's stolen bases, never mind. I would have to be a 2 or 3 to complete it, but in other words, I can call it anyway. Say if I wanted to bunt him over, and I would turn it over because he's an A bunter, and I would look at the bottom of the card, and lead. And put. Now I have no idea what that means. All right, now there's something I got to jump up. So we're not going to be bunting. Let's get through this inning here. Now I got some stuff I got to look up. Sorry for making these unknowns. That's not too good. Okay, 7, wheelhouse. He gets a wheelhouse chance anyway. Against the righty. 25, and it's a base hit. Let's check the next, see where it went on the singles. Runner on first advances 1 base. Whenever you see that the runner on second advances 1 base, and then here, that means he has the option to try for another one if he wants. So we got runners on first and second, no outs, top of the order, a fatigued pitcher, Fernandez. 7, another wheelhouse. Holy tobacco, maybe he's too tired. We want to get him out of there. Another wheelhouse in 87. This is not a good one. He must have hit it deep. No, to go to the shortstop. Okay, the G6 is 5. Okay, his double play is 8. Candy Adams' double play is 7. So we have a 6-4-3 DP. Runner moves to third. Okay, 2 down, runner on third for Rance Mullinix. 10, patient. 87, that's not going to be a good one for him. That's a ground out to second. So they get out of the end without letting up another one. Well, that's my demo on Payoff Pitch Baseball. I really like it. It goes pretty fast. I'm sorry I'm shutting this off before the end of the game, but I've got something just happened and I can't. It's not giving me the option to pause today on my recording. So I'm going to have to shut it down. Go down there, hit that like button, push it out on your social media channels, and help the old man out here. So until you see me again or hear from me, this is SoCalsabre saying take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.